Hello and welcome back to another casual night chit chat show. Whew. Now, before we begin, it is a very interesting day today, or rather this week. This week is just, well, I don't know, something has cranked up to 11, and that's not fun. So, a little bit of housekeeping. Number one, I need to do a few small little things. And of course, today we're going to talk a little bit about downtime, or I won't say downtime. It's in between troubleshooting stuff. Yeah, you know what? Kinda downtimey. Kinda. Okay, so before we do anything, first thing first I need to do is okay, no, I need to do an announcement. One of the big problems, haha, we're gonna start off with a problem. Not so fun, right? No. So there is a problem this week that I just realized because I could not publish my collectibles to Atomic Hub. I just couldn't. It just errors out for unknown reason. And that gets me a little bit, I wouldn't say angsty. Yeah, but a little bit unhappy. And I wouldn't say disappointed though. I think the correct word is a little angsty. I won't say frustrated. Definitely frustrated. Last stream, yeah, and then to top it off, like we have a new login system for brawlers that I won't say that adds into it, but I think that's not warranted. To I mean it adds on to to the fire, right? But that's not warranted, right? Which means yeah, that's not supposed to affect in general. So that's on me. All right, that's on me. That's one thing I need to clarify. And because of that, there is a small little downtime per se for this, and I don't think there's any way to go about it other than just I have to no, the show will go on. The show must go on, the show will go on. Now I was finding another word for it. Things will go still proceed as normal. Yes, just a few small little I won't say changes, just frustration. Yeah, and I'm not gonna finger point anything. I'm just gonna say it's just one of those technical error that I do not know how to fix. Nor the critical part is this. Nor do I have the time to figure it out. And that comes to the next. I won't say the next portion of the topic for the day, but in general, not so just games. Actually, no, not just games. It's just the UI player, the GUI, no, the UX. Yeah, this is one of those things like the UX UI interaction experience thingy thing. Now, of course, I am not the go-to person to have the best experience, but there are some things where I would say I'm gonna start off with this, okay? If things are too hard to navigate and get about it, people are just not going to be bothered in general. I would say straight up. Right? If it's too convoluted, if it's too see the thing is for a gamer, we have no issue, right? I have no issue like navigating a little bit more. Like okay, let's figure out how to do this. Let's figure out how to do that. No problem, right? And of course, people who are a little bit more into technicality and stuff, yeah, we'll figure it out one way or the other, right? We'll just figure it out and let's say, okay, this is how it's done, blah 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 blah, done. All right. People who likes to solve, not say solve puzzle, people who are think around stuff, right? These are mainly people who likes to think around stuff. And of course, there are a few ways to go around it, and all right. But in the general crowd, like when it's really time to do something about it, like I need to access certain things and whatnot, yeah, not I wouldn't want to troubleshoot every time. That's one small thing. Hey there, Victor. Welcome to the stream. So that's that. Ease of access is very important, and of course, navigating around is of course important as well. So that's that, and yeah, that's what happened last week. So Atomic Hub is not going my way, or it does not. Okay, I cannot use the word my way because at the same time I have to admit as well, just because I wanted to do something that I like does not mean it should be the thing. But if it performs differently than what people are used to, then that's a big, I won't say that's a big issue that will cause some frustration. That's yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. Okay, so uh, so that's the introduction of the topic for the day. Today, this week's just very, very busy for me. So a lot of things I did not manage to get done. So this is the opposite of slow week. As much as this is the totally opposite of the slow week. It is too busy until I don't have enough time to do certain things. That's how it is. Okay, so that is one thing we want to address a little bit, and so that's that. Oh no, what is? Oh no, I I'm just gonna nilly willy play this game. I need to fix this first. Okay, let's go to script mode. Check. Yeah. Okay, cool. Single player, yes, single player is working. So I'm basically building a single player script, saving script. So lots and lots of error is out here. That's not fun. I'm gonna just do this. Gonna lock up everything first. Make sure everything is compiled so I can run the game. And that's that. Did I fall? Yeah, I fall. Oh no, I got 2 damage. 2 damage. Oh, flexed. I got flexed. Oh, what am I talking about? Wait, no. Did I bat 2? I have no idea. I have no idea. I probably pressed 2 somewhere. Alright, no. Alright, concentrate on this. Alright, get the game, press the game, run. Run. Win? Lose. It's a 4-7. Could have played 5-8, but No, I don't have time to figure this out yet. Okay. As much as I hate this, but I'll win. No. 5-1. We're gonna play slightly a little bit more, I won't say automatic, but a little bit more automatic, like yeah. So got the 5-1 hit. Next one probably can go somewhere like this, 7 something. Okay, cool. This is working. Perfect. Turn this on. Okay, and there we go. And then we're gonna continue. No choice but to do 7-8. I want to do like 7-3. No, 7-1. That's the one to play that I can play other than 7-7 or 7-1. Yeah. In this case, I would have got it, but usually the case is I don't. Could have. Okay, before we do anything. Wow, this is tough. I might need to give up this hand. Might need to give up, but we are against Breaker, so there are a little bit of flex. Okay, this one I think I have to give up. I can't punch in. No, if I play like a 1-7, ooh, 1-7 I could have punched in. 1-7 I could have punched in. Saucy. Next one we're gonna flex. Yeah, we're gonna play something like this. I'm gonna call out my hand before we play the next hand, and then we will see what Brichter will play against me, and then yeah, that should be it. That should be 6. Okay, 6 is a bit hard for me to punch in. I could not do it. Or even if Brichter were to flex, I couldn't punch in. I just don't have the cards to punch in. Unfortunately, I flex and he flex. This round, what we're gonna do? So previous round flex, high chance of a high card. Unfortunately, it's a 7 over here. So we're gonna go big like a 7-1. I can play 7-7. Oh, it's a 7-8. GG. It's a 7-8. GG. Lost because the previous hand lost by a point of flex, but I did call out a flex. No, no, I did call a flex. I wanted to flex. No, GG. Got outplayed over. Not say got outplayed over there. It's like, oh, couldn't punch in. Oh wait, actually I could, but did Brichter goes for 3? I forgot about that. I forgot to check about that. If Brichter goes for 1, then maybe I had a slight little chance to counter bluff. But if Brichter went for a 3, then I couldn't do anything. Could not. I got 0 once I saw the cards. That's the fun part. No, that's not the fun part. Okay, where was I? All right, so we need to get this up. So I have a checklist. We want to go through the checklist for the no. So the checklist for the day, I already have the checklist. It is fairly simple. Unfortunately, like I said, I'm pressed for time, and that's not fun. Yeah, that's painful though. Painful. Okay, one easy. So we need to, okay, so I need to get our save system for the sole reason of tracking the data in between the combat and the non-combat section, because we're going to introduce equipments. After this, I just need to double check 1 or 2 things, because we also need to save our stats. That's lots of things. Yeah, that's lots of things. So for stats wise, can we do that's rough. Either Brichter flex or something. Yeah, there we go. Either Brichter flex or something. Because I was thinking like 5, either flex or 5/5. I still can't do much. Unfortunately, I a little bit too not colly. Yeah, that was a bit, I won't say bit hard to decide. That's I don't like this hand. I don't like this hand. I don't like this hand. Because I could, oh no. I should have tried with a 3-2 to be honest. Punch in. I don't, yeah, this one I can punch in. Easy, easy. It's a point challenge, not in my favor. Yeah, not in my favor. That's thing. It's the flexes. No, not the flexes that gets me. It's the, there are some flexes I think it's a good play. Oh, this is no fun. I have to play 2-2 for one reason. 7. Okay. If it's a 1, which one? Is this safe? I think this is a bit safe-ish to fold. I would like to call. No, let's try this. 7-1. Oh, Victor is getting very flexy these days. Yeah, that's the reason why I played 2-2. I was like, do I want to call that hand out? Can I do? I cannot do counter flex. Not enough to do counter flex. So we're gonna play 6-7. Not enough. I want. Oh wait, no. Even though not enough, I should be playing flex, to be honest. 6-8. Show me. Usually after a flex, Victor would probably play some, not say something strong. If I see a strong card, chances are like, okay, you know what? There is like 6-7. Not 6-6-7. By looking at this hand, 6-7, 6-8. Yeah, it's tied. Haha. Unfortunately, I lost because the power meter is too big for Victor. Too big. GG because the previous call. The previous call of the 2-2. I said, oh, that's the reason why I said I should play a 2-2. Other than, yeah, well, I could play the other hand, but 2-2 was the correct play. That's for sure. That's for sure. But it's alright. It's alright. Okay, cool. We got plenty of time. Now for no, not brawlers. Like no, I'm not gonna get into it. Not gonna get into it. Let's see. Is there any other news? Nope. No news. No news. Some news I stopped. Yeah, I know what. I actually not bothered to cover them anymore because I was like kind of new. It's like nothing much other than drama bait. Yeah, I think that's about it though. One sad part about um unfortunately that was a self-imposed rule. Try not to do drama topic because that's just nothing much. Gonna have a tourney with Tyranno sponsored prize soon. That's nice. Although it's on a Saturday. Good part is on a Saturday, bad part is on a Saturday. That's how I'm gonna put it. The question is, did Tyranno did any let's see. Because you definitely not saying you need a marketing, but you so does this fall under marketing? The answer is yes, but the question is, have the marketing been something? You know what? Can I talk about marketing? Because I'm not an expert in marketing, that's for sure. But have Tyranno Studios put out the word? Now that's a important thing. Putting out the word is important. Do I want to challenge? I wish I would like to. I'm gonna put a 1 for. Let's see. Let's see. We have weekly event. That's nice. That's nice for sure. Okay. Let's back. No, let's back. Let's analyze a little bit. Let's analyze a little bit. I need to check. I want to challenge this hand. We need to check one thing first, and that is, of course, you need to put out the word. You need to do it. I won't say marketing. Everyone has been talking about marketing in Web3, but what is marketing, right? How and what? Okay, let's condense a little bit. So obviously, number one, we have been so used to social platform. So definitely a tweet need to go out in and out, right? The reason why I say I'm not an expert because I hardly do any of my marketing as well, so that's on me. 1.8, ooh. Oh, I don't have anything to go up against 1.8. And then prizes and whatnot. You know what? Okay, we're gonna check on Discord, because Discord is partially a good place to do the announcement, but also not really the best. Actually, kind of true though. It is the best place. Oh, I have to eat my words. Discord is the best place because yeah, no, Discord. That's it. Because I won't say I did my announcement on Discord, but I do more of the announcement and stuff on Discord because it's just much easier to manage versus like putting on Twitter and whatnot. Yeah. Twitter is still I would say it's still something. Yeah, it's still needed though. Still needed. Yeah, it's just that I have not been doing it. That's on me. That's on me. I have not been putting out because I technically supposed to. In fact, I supposed to do stream tweets every day before I stream. So I need to. Okay, you know what? I would not to say it's too late to start, but I need to do that. But then again, if the tweet is close to, yeah, what is a good tweet though? That's the question. That's also another question. That's the reason why I stopped doing tweets, because it's like it's just that's one thing. No, not so great. Okay, you know what? No, tweet is putting out tweets is important. Definitely, it's important. I would say I've been very lazy about it. But what? So the next best thing it should be, 6-5. Well, okay. That one was very low on the radar. Very low on the radar. I have to admit that flex was very under the radar. Nothing can go anywhere. So we're gonna play a 5-4 anyway. A flex is a flex. Unfortunately, if I have a I don't have a power. If I have a power, that would be a good play. No power, no nothing. So now comes to the most important hand. If I don't have any good hand, let's flex. If I have good hand, you know what? Let's flex. Okay. Okay. Wait, I went against my my judgment. Good hand flex, bad hand flex. And that cost me probably. Now I would say probably the victory that will cost me the game in general. One of the reason is because I have nothing else to follow up, so I could be flexing instead. But I saw the 8-8. I was like, I want to play the 8-8. I want to play the 8-8. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have anything else. Like probably Richter has 8-8s already because after discard and what? 7? I'm surprised though. 7? 7-7? Okay, I'm surprised. 7-7. Yeah, like I said, that this is usually why it cost me the game. No, not say cost me the game, like in general. Need to good. I did call right. Good flex, bad flex. Because it's not. Yeah, I got 0 things to follow up. Like 8-8, I got nothing to follow up. Tyrant is getting for Apple release. Yeah. Gave you some tokens. The release isn't the. No, you know what? I'm not gonna talk about the release. I'm not gonna talk about it because it's far too. You need a single player. No matter how you go, you need a single player to complete the game. It needs a single player. People show up multiple times, track points. Yeah, that is also another thing. The leaderboard. I have too many things to talk about if you want to go through all this. Like, leaderboard needs to change a lot. Everything needs to change. Like all this matchmaking is on one end that is much later though. Wondering if that way to get people show up more often. Okay, you know what? 2K. I don't think token is the biggest issue right now. Truth to be told, tokens is not the biggest issue. The main issue is what makes this game attractive to other people. What is the game's aim for right now? Because Web3, during the Web3 heyday, sure. But when the card game got released, it's pure PvP, and then a lot of PvPe. I would dare say a lot of PvP games, unless it's a very not say well polished games, but PvP games in general it's we are getting niche on niche, right? PvP is not a general crowd attractor in general, and then to top it off, card games, it's like, and it's not even trading card games to top it off. As much as Richard Garfield is involved, it's not a trading card game. That makes it a pain. I won't say a pain though. It is. After seeing the reception, it is tough. It is tough. I like I said, I don't really have a solution, because if I have a solution, I'll probably have solved it, and then Tyranno Studios could have used it. And then if I have the solution, most likely Mike already has the solution, or the people in Tyranno has the solution, because it's the question of because same thing, like if I start, and that's one of the main reasons why I start to make my own games, like what is the go-to, right? What is the go-to? And then of course another metric of measurement that you can use is how many people tune into my stream for brawlers. Yeah, it's okay, Victor. Take your time. So if you're talking about all these metrics, all the measurement is very straightforward. Number one, the best metric of measurement is your official events. That's the reason why I say having a not say weekly event, having a community, a consistent community event would show you the general reception. Straight up, the general reception. And it's not to say you cannot base on other things. There are lots of other factors, but the general factor is your official community event. No, official event. It has to be official event because official community event is a whole different ball game. It has to be an official event, and with that, yeah. So that's your metric of measurement number one. Obviously, you can use how many player because the player count is your next best measurement. And those are the people who are offline. So once you got your two numbers, then you can gauge the reception of the game. Now, putting wax and stuff is nice. It's great for continuous community engagement. But is it a go-to solution? The answer is not really. Yeah. Because the next question you should ask is not just you. It's actually not for you. It's for the company, for the developers. What is this game main purpose? Is it to create a game for people to play? And yeah, or is it for something else? So obviously I wanted Brawlers to be more than just a Web3 game. I wanted Brawlers to be a game, like a game that people can play anytime, pick up anytime they like. Unfortunately, yeah, we ended up with a PvP card game. On one end, I know why it was a PvP. I know why they chose to be a PvP card game. Because they want to get the PvP engagement, the player versus player engagement. But at the end of the day, okay, so this is the fun bit, right? Before that, I'm mostly a single player game. And then I went through the whole of what's the typical Counter-Strike arc, Dota, that's team games. And then we move on to PUBG, which is more of a battle royale game. Now do note, most of those games are PvP. They are multiplayer. And you can see the scope of players. Counter-Strike, because everyone is just it's Counter-Strike for whatever reason. Counter-Strike still managed to keep people's interest. Maybe because it's much simpler game and much low end and something that people are used to. That's a good question. That's a good question I need to ask myself. What game still reigns, I'll not say supreme, but what game still maintains no, what games are still being played? Because like Fortnite, okay, Fortnite is an interesting case study because again, I keep bringing up Fortnite because Fortnite is, wow, it's such a weird, it's such a weird position. It's a very, very weird position. It's a position whereby it keeps growing, it can grow, but of course, one of the biggest thing that Fortnite changes was to, okay, so obviously they changed from single player to multiplayer. And then the next one they didn't really change much. They just evolved the Battle Royale game. So Season Pass, technically it's Fortnite kinda introduced the Season Pass thing. Kinda. And then skins, and then of course after, so Fortnite has evolved to a point it becomes an event game rather than just a Battle Royale PvP. But then again, Battle Royale PvP, that's like easy jump in and out. Yeah, it's an easy just jump in, play, and then get out. So that's an interesting We want to do 6-8. That's an interesting positioning, I would say. Oh, why did I play 6-8? I should have played a 6-1. This cost me the game. I totally forgot about my HP. I was deciding, like, do I want to do this? Yeah, because I need to do at least double damage before we can do anything. So we're gonna do a 7-1. Because if I did 6-1, specific. Oh no, I'm supposed to do 7-5. Another small mistake. GG. I don't have HP to go up against. 7-8? Yeah, it has to be 7-8. It's already cycled the cards a few times already. And no, so the problem still stems from what is the purpose of this card game as of today? What was the long-term plan? What was the long-term plan? Esports? That's also another interesting thing, because esports is one, but it becomes 1 versus 1. 1 versus 1 has... It's an interesting thing though. I need to gather some more points for this, because we want to take a look at what still, because we have a few questions we need to ask. Number one, PvP. What type of PvP games is still out there that people play? Number two, the question of there's so many PvP style game. What makes a game fun to play? What makes people play this game? Same goes with what people play my game. And there goes a lot. Still good games for esports. As of now, I actually really now question a lot. Initially, I was like, okay, cool, because I was I won't say riding on an esports hype, but it was like, okay, cool, we can make it to esports, but there's so many things lack out of it. Replay mode, spectate mode, we don't even have any of those, so that's hard, rough. Spin Tycoon. If you're asking me about Spin Tycoon after playing for quite some time, Spin Tycoon is straightforward. Okay, Spin Tycoon is very simple. If they follow this formula, it should be okay, in my opinion. So if you remember Clash of Clans, if you do not know, that's okay. You can check it out. Clash of Clans is my number one, I wouldn't say go-to, but that's the go-to. Clash of Clans is one. The fun thing is some of these games actually became the game as it is. Except for Candy Crush, right? Candy Crush it so happened it was just popular, but it's copied from another game. Same goes with Clash of Clans, to be honest. But I'm going to use Clash of Clans because it's much more well-known right now. It is a simple game. And the game is straight up my base versus your base. That's it. The difference between Spin Tycoon and... Oh no, we cannot use the word different because Spin Tycoon is a whole different ball game. So they need to do one or two things. So far, they have daily quests. No, not daily quests. They have daily leaderboard, which is great for people who are competitive. They have a weekly leaderboard, also great for people who are competitive. It gives people a goal to achieve and a goal for people to play. Like, why do I want to play daily? Because it's a daily leaderboard. All right, I'm competitive. Let's go for it. And then next part is, all right, so I'm competitive on a daily basis. There is a weekly leaderboard. Great, go for it. Some people who they do differently, like, okay, you know what, I'm not so competitive, but there is a weekly leaderboard. The weekly leaderboard is straightforward. I need to do X on whatever I need to do. And if it's something that they can achieve, it's like, okay, you know what, I think I can X, like destroy X cities. Like, okay, you know what, I think I can commit to that, try to get it. Even though they can't do the daily, because the daily rankings, some of the rankings are very time restrictive, unfortunately. But again, that's not the fault of the game. It was built in a way where it can, not say it can be, but it was built in that way, so nothing much you can do. Same goes with Clash of Clans, same thing as well. Like Clash of Clans, there are certain time zones is like the best time to play if you're hyper competitive, and then if you're not, you just chill. Now, the downside is if you are just, jumping into Spin Tycoon and just, all right, I'll just play for fun at the side, something like a 5-minute game. Jump in, click a few buttons, get your dopamine rush, or just, okay, I managed to do a few things. You need daily quests. You need at least something non-PvP related. It can be PvP related, like for example, I'm gonna use Marvel Rival because that's one of the games that I've been playing a lot recently, and it's very straightforward. There are tasks, right? Daily tasks, weekly tasks, and then the task can be performed if you play versus AI or not. It is a shooter game, so obviously shooter game has a different feel for it. I can't really use a direct one-to-one comparison. But in my opinion, Spin Tycoon should have at least a daily quest that is something that is non-PvP related. For example, upgrade 10 troopers. That's easy for the simple daily quest. Or as simple as, okay, you know what, you need to log in and at least attack 3 cities if you really, really want PvP. But Spin Tycoon is not tried and true direct PvP, so it can be done. So jump in, do X amount of stuff, and then get a simple reward. Now, of course, the reward structure have to be reworked if they want to introduce daily quests. So that's a whole different thing. So maybe maybe the daily ranking is enough. And the next part is what is the main goal for Spin Tycoon, right? What's the main goal? Because that main goal, the main purpose of the main driving force of the game can change the game dynamic. That is gonna be very, very painful for some games. Some games I would say they manage to adapt to it. So that's my initial impression for Spin Tycoon. If the whole idea of Spin Tycoon, which I think it is, hopefully they have something to I want to say not say shuffle around. How do I put it this way? Because currently it's like you get spin tokens and then you can withdraw. And that will cause a few game changes down the road. Currently, I would say I will enjoy. I do enjoy the weekly. Daily I don't enjoy. I tried the daily quest and whatnot. I don't really enjoy the daily quest because it's too time consuming. I'll put it this way: it is time consuming, and I know Mike wants Spin Tycoon to be a PvP. I mean, I attack it. Okay, not PvP. Spin Tycoon is not a direct PvP. So how can I use offline PvP? That's what I'm gonna call it. I think overall Spin Tycoon it's a much easier game type to I want to say attract users. Because Spin Tycoon, I believe you need a collectible feature. The collectible feature would make people have a goal in game to play the game. Yeah, if I'm just playing the game for spin tokens, the economy will be like brawlers, and actually, in fact, every other Web3 games out there, they will start off okay, and then if it hits a good mark, it's like, okay, you know what? Yay, we get a little bit of influx, and then after that, it will just slowly dwindle down. Because if you look at Clash of Clan, Clash of Clans is probably. Actually, no, I'm curious. Clash of Clans. Clash of Clans player count. The reason why I also bring out Clash of Clans because they are coming out with a Netflix special. I wouldn't say special, but coming out. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Clash of Clan live player count. I'm curious. I want to see how many players are there. If it's still up in the millions, oh, that's crazy. My guess is probably in the middle of like maybe above 100,000. Hopefully it's above 100. Not say hopefully. Okay, let's see. Player count statistic mobile. Daily average 28 million. Yeah, that sounds right. Live player count 1 million. All right, that sounds about right. Okay, let's see. Clash of Clans. Nah, 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 nah. All right, so if I take Clash of Clans on the year 21, we get 100 above 100 million. We see peak gain. Ooh, some losses over here, but the gain over. No, where's the gain? Come on, where's the gained? Gained. Oh wow, yeah, that's normal. Monthly gain minus 17 million. That's November 22nd. Oh, that's crazy, crazy. Okay, cool. Clash of Clans still managed. What type of collectibles am I talking about? Okay, when I talk about collectibles, it's not your typical physical not say physical collection, not the typical collection, but for examples, you need heroes. Okay, heroes might be not a correct word, but you need a hero. You need heroes. You need something. No, actually, skins. No, skins. Actually, skins are collectible. Earnable. Earnable. Actually, you know what? Let me change the word. Earnable. Earnable exclusive. So I think the closest one is heroes and skins. But skins is a bit harder to implement because you have like now you have 4 factions, 5 factions down the road. So each faction should have a hero. You know what? Should have a hero. Or at least a mascot. What is Clash of Clan mascot? Is the heroes. Yeah. That's right, heroes. But then again, you don't really need heroes though. Because it's still my base versus your base. That's a good question. That's a good question. What is the main motivation to play the game? Yup. Alright, let me switch to my single player because I really need to do this tonight. Alright, so we have combat. We're gonna go through the combat. Oh. Turn this off. Change the overlay. Ta-da. Okay. Collectibles. Yeah, what can you collect on Spin Tycoon? You know what? If it's not collectible, special cosmetic buildings. Yeah, you know what? That can be it. Alright, see ya. Thanks for tuning in. Actually, that's a good question. Good question. Why collectibles? Why collectibles? At the end of the day, a lot of people play games for the. Nah. Because if it's Clash Royale, Clash of Clan, Clash Royale is rankings. Wow. At the end of the day, no. You know what? I would stand by it. Spin Tycoon it's a much easier game to implement global leaderboards, seasonal leaderboards, global leaderboards. And then why do you get number 1? Because you can. That. Why? Because you can. You know what? Fair enough. All right. Okay, we have a long talk about that, but like I said, one main reason why I get in game development is to discover all these things. All right, now let's get back into it. Let's see what we have. I'm going through the battles, so I want to make sure everything is running as well, because we can press this. Okay, so the answer is what we need to do is we need to put a small little block over here, which we cannot spam our attack if our attack animation is on, is playing. So we cannot just press like, yeah, we cannot just press attack all the while. We need to make sure the animation is done before we can do anything. Okay. Yeah. All right, cool. So that's number one. Let's fix this. Number two, I need to get up a saving script, which I'm going to do it right now. We're going to do two at one go. Hopefully it works. Okay, sweet. Yes. All right, sweet transition. Now save. Okay. Before we do save system, we need to go through this game manager, adventure manager. Okay, let's scroll all the way down. Attack. All right, there we go. Attack. Attack. If my resource, player attack, get resources, player attack. Now, before we can do anything, we need to make sure we are not on cooldown, not in attack to trigger. So if, so we add one more, and we need to find our player manager. We have the game manager done. We need our player manager. Now player avatar manager. Now let's scroll all the way down here. Get resource in special attack. Attack. Okay, so we need to check if we are not in special attack. So back here, scroll down, and then get our player, and then go down here. If not in player special attack, then only we can do this. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say compile, and then we're going to do a quick save system, which means after we are done with this, the game will save our HP, and then of course I need to work on the reward and whatnot. But the reward, I kind of have something in mind already. So we want to make sure this thing goes. We want to make sure the game loop is complete in the most basic structure. So we can't, all right, so we wait for the bar to go up to max, and then we'll spam and see if we can spam. Spammity spam spam. Okay, so problem is now I cannot do anything because what did I write? If not in special attack, I should be able to do it, because according to this line, it says if player is not in special attack. Now we want to check. Alright. Is attacking? No, we don't care about that. Okay, it did not say in. Okay, yes, not in special attack. Okay, so why not? Why not? If not in attack, do this. Or should I move to a okay, you know what? Let's put it this way. Maybe this is, yeah, false. Oh, there we go. If player in special attack equals false. But sometimes I cannot use exclamation mark. Sometimes. Yeah, writing code is interesting. Not gonna lie, it's interesting. They're gonna play. Gonna do this, gonna do that. Oof, what a busy day. Wow, what a busy day. Okay, yeah. All right, cool. So apparently I cannot write exclamation mark because exclamation mark means other things when it comes to code. I have not I have not split up a few things, but yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna reach the bar to full. If I keep pressing attack 1, it should go very simple. There we go. Dish, 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 dish. So I can't spam. In a way, I can't spam. I can spam, but I can't really spam. So that's good. That's kind of fixed already. So now let's move on to the next portion. Next portion is, so we are done with this two. What we need to do is we need to do a save system. So let's start with this. Save override. Okay. So we have a base save system. No, single player. All right, single player save. Of course, this is my existing save system. That's the reason why I'm using this to check. Now I'm gonna not copy. I'm just gonna copy one, and I'm just gonna put here player HP. And then we have another resource called player mood. Okay, now the only difference is we want to save the HP only. I just put the player mood just to make sure we have that. Later down the line, we got lots more things to do. Okay, we don't need you. So now what we want to do is when you start, all right, it search for my path. File exists, and it will load. If files does not exist, need to create save file. So what we need to do is we will do a save. Oh, yeah, okay. This part is save file. Okay. And it saves the JSON. So we have to copy this. There we go. Load the data. Okay. Save structure items. No, we are not doing save structure items. We are doing save this. Now it comes out error because we are not doing the correct thing. Save file, save data, because I'm using the old one, which is save data. Yeah, to differentiate, I will change it. So save file. Okay. Save data. Save data. There we go. So save file, save data. It's from no. Yeah, right. Save file, save file, save file. Save structure is this guy. And then save data is inside. So if you were to put it this way, save file is the main one. Outside, and then cannot convert single player save file to a single player save. Why? Save structure items. Save structure items is save structure items inside here. Single player save. Single player save. There we go. Done. 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 All right. So, okay, cool. That's it. That's it. There's the only thing left because I really don't need the rest. Okay, so to prove this script, what I need to do is, yeah, this thing was saved. Next, I need is to build into the manager over here. Enemies. Save system. Okay, so what we need is we need our single player save system over here. Yeah. Next up, right? Next up is critical though, because if you want to do auto save, it's gonna be a bit different. So before we do auto save, I want to do something else. I want to just do a simple save and stuff. So what we want to do is we need to write our data into here. So before we do that, I will need to do a simple thing, which is go home. This is when you win or lose. Now what we're going to do is we want to make enemy defeated, player defeated, game end. So game end, this is where we save. Okay, so the only difference is when player is defeated, our HP 0. When enemy defeated, yeah, not what we don't really need to care about that too much. So what we need is we need our single player save system. Beep. Now, save player HP. So we directly will write into the save structure. So save system, and then we want to get single player save data dot. All right. Oh no, save file first, because it is under the single player save file. So save file, so we're accessing this, and then from save file, we are accessing, we need player HP. Player HP equals, did I write wrongly? Oh, no, I need to do this. Yeah, single player save system is this script, and then in this script I'm accessing to this class, which is a single player save file, which is under save file, and then under save file I am accessing this guy, the single player save data, the single player save class HP. So we are 1 2 3 4. All right, so HP will be player slider, player. Ooh. Okay, we need to get our player HP. So we go to our player avatar manager, and we can get our current HP via the player avatar manager. So in this case, player. Current HP, done. Done. Okay. So that's that. And then we want to save. And save. So save is directly what we do is save. Okay, done. Now what I want to do, single players. Oh, I cannot use save because it says void. So what we do is we add one more different function. One of the biggest reason is I decided to split it, because if you look at, yeah, I split it to make it easier. So we just copy this, put it here, save game. I purposely write it differently so it doesn't clash with other things. Save game. Done. Okay, so we're gonna let it compile. Now the only difference is now I need to, no, I don't need to force. I need to force the game to save once. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna change some stuff, some parameters. Okay, single player save data is over here, and okay, so make sure we have our script assign. Okay, next up we need to change the script for our enemies, because right now it's at 100. Before we do anything, I want to double check the script. Okay, single player save, make sure I have my save data over here. Enemy. Let me double check a few things. Okay. Let me just double check a few things. All right. Okay. Counter, no. Spawn. Yeah, there we go. Enemy max HP, we're gonna just put 10. Okay, cool. Player, all right, player max HP is 100. Player current HP, right now I'm just putting this so that it will save. Yeah. Yeah, for now we're gonna do this, and if we to do everything right, we should be able to save the game. And if this works, that means the goal of the day is kind of complete. And then we can move on to this, because once we get this up and running, I can now implement the leveling system, stats, and whatnot. Because those things will play a big role later. Okay, so we are at 100 HP, okay? Oh yeah, I should put less though. I should put less HP. Alright, so I'm also keeping track of my player HP as well, but not a big deal here yet because yeah, there we go. Big damage. Dish. Okay, cool. So done. HP is 80. Alright, so if I press go home, yeah, this thing should load up. So done. First thing, we are done. Next, what we need to do is we need to load our HP. So to load is very straightforward. Okay. Boom. Yeah, it's a long line. That's the reason why. All right, that's it. So now if I am correct, if the script works, it should load up at least 90 HP. It should not load up full health. And to make things easier, what I can do is actually I can check my save file, but I just want to go in blind a little bit and see if it works. No. Hold on. No. Okay, on the save data, it's saved. All right, that's good. Save data, perfect. But why on current HP? Yeah. So the save system worked, but here it fails. Ah, I am stupid. I am stupid. Here. Player setup. There we go. There we go. Because the save, all right, so the save system is one of the key things that I've researched back then, and I want to use it in my game, and that's the reason why I'm using this. I'm using a JSON style save script, so current HP still 100. No, that's not right. That's not right. Okay, hold on a sec. Hold on a sec. Okay, player setup. Did I mess? Okay. Okay, player respawn, no. Enemy setup. That player setup, max HP, get current HP. So we do have max HP and current HP. Okay, so we do have. Huh. That's weird. Okay, I want to double check this thing. Oh, yeah, I want to double check here first. Because to get current HP, I can directly just plug in here if I want to. Okay, let's do a quick little thing. I need to get this done by today, truth be told. At least this by today, by tonight. If not, I don't know what to do. No, if not, it will snowball. And last but not least, a small little announcement for those who manage to collect the full set of Abe expression, you will get a special drop. I already have the special drop. And it is fantastical. Oh. Nope. Okay, there we go. Because it says get current HP loaded. Oh, is that why? I think I know what happened. Okay. Yep, I think I know what happened. It's about the delay. The delay is not helping anyone. All right, so before we do anything, load. Oh, come on, spelling. Load. Just for the sake of typing a load. Save game. Load game. Because loading can loading be slow? Can loading be slow? Because it tells me the HP before the game loads, so I think that's the reason why. Okay. All right, show me the console. So technically, no, not technically, I still kind of need to fix it. Load data 80, yes, all right, 80. Player HP still, no. Current HP says 100, that's wrong. All right, so we can directly go straight this to this. Player setup. Player setup says max HP and get current HP. Current HP. We don't care about the enemy setup. Reset HP. We didn't do the respawn, so we don't need that. Okay, check for current HP. If current HP is 0, okay, but we don't care about that. We care about when player is active. So we need to copy avatar active. Avatar active. Avatar active. Same goes with enemy though. Yeah, avatar active. Because there is one thing under here. Okay, check. No, yes. Hit cancel, no. Stun, no. Okay, cool, nothing. I think I can put in another line over here. Yeah, we don't want player respawn. Okay. Player avatar. Get current HP. Done. If this doesn't work, I need to do it off stream. But this is the only few times I actually have the time to do all this coding. Okay, let's look at it. Okay. What does it say? 80 player avatar 80. Okay, everything loads at 80, so that's Good. That's good. That's good. So it shows what I need to know. Yes, it does load at 80. So why does it says current HP 100? That's the question. Why did it says current HP 100? Because I know I did build a lot of oh, okay. I might be dumb. No, correct. HP 0. HP 0. Current HP. I want to start. There we go. That's the most like the reason why current HP equals max HP. But it makes no sense though, because for the enemy we managed to put it at 10. So I don't think that's the issue. Let's put a if n play enemy, then we can use this. No, we didn't get hit. That's for sure. We didn't get hit. Because we didn't get hit, this whole entire script is not counted. Yeah, this is not counted. This is not counted because this still falls under the got hit cancel. And that's a script that I'm not using. I'm just putting it there for reference. Yeah, that's it. Okay. And to top it off, for player avatar, it doesn't get to load, doesn't really need to load, so that's also another thing. Okay. I think this is the last one. Come on. HP 80. Ta-da! Wow, is it really because of that? HP equals max HP. Alright, cool. It worked. So we do a few attacks. 74. We want to make sure the whole loop goes correctly, okay? Alright, make sure everything is nice. Alright, go home. I know HP doesn't work, but if I would click here, HP is there, and it should be around 70 plus 66. Gotcha. And with that, that's all I have for you for today. So I wish you good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night wherever you are. Have a nice day, my friends. Stay safe. Until then, I will see you guys same time, same place next week, 9 p.m. PD time, every Tuesday and Thursday. Yes, no, next week Tuesday I am still up. Yeah, next week Tuesday I'm still there. I'm yeah. June is the one that I need to. Okay. Oof. And for those who are watching, yeah, those are for you, Twitch and Kick viewers out there. All right, have a good day and have a fantastic weekend. And for YouTube, I say, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and help this channel grow. Until then, I will see you guys in the next video. Toodaloo!